Hey guys, it's Mercedes, also known as That Mom here on the internet, and today I am finally sharing with you guys some footage that I took about a week or two ago. We made some banana bread, so that is what this video is about. But first, let me talk to you about the bananas. So, we were fortunate enough to be able to get a crate of bananas from one of the local food warehouse retailers around here. And I want to say that this crate was under $20 because that's the kind of deals and the kind of places that we follow to get good food deals. We are part of the one types of food co-ops and everything out here. Anything to extend the life of our food budget, you know? So earlier in the week, my daughter had been asking about bananas, and earlier in the week, I could not afford the bananas. So when it came to payday and we were able to see that one of the places near us had a crate of bananas, we were on it and we said, you know what? She wanted bananas earlier this week. We'll get her bananas. My kids absolutely love bananas. Raise your hands below or comment below if you have a banana child as well, because they love bananas. They're just so great. So before though, when we've gotten these before, it's been a little bit more expensive and everything, but we did not properly get ready to have the bananas, and we did not properly store them right, so a lot of the bananas ended up going bad. I've given some to my mom in the past. This time I didn't even have the time to even send out messages to any of our family or friends to ask them if they wanted some bananas. So I had about a day and a half to be able to put away as many bananas as possible so that they wouldn't go bad. Right now in our freezer, we have all of my stashers full of bananas, and I think we have about 3 of the really big gallon-size bags of Ziplocs full of bananas. And I made 2 loaves of banana bread this day that I had filmed all this clips of the banana bread. So we went through those banana breads really fast, and I did mean to make more banana bread and make some banana muffins before the rest of the bananas unfortunately did go bad. About 3 bunches worth went bad, and composting and everything and all that kind of wonderful stuff that I'm able to do now if the food goes bad. But I'm super stoked and super thrilled that not only did we eat enough bananas when we had first gotten the box, but we also put away bananas. So other than those 3 bunches, nothing went bad. So I was so proud of us because, you know, you guys, you know, kids, they want something. It's like they're asking for an apple for a week, or in this case, bananas for a week. They eat one and they're done. How many parents out there know this story? So I was very happy and very fortunate that I was able to look up ahead of time. You know, can I freeze mashed bananas? Can I freeze them best as whole bananas? Do I need to peel the bananas and everything? And so it was, you know, perfect timing. And I ended up getting a couple things of silicone baking pans or silicone baking sheets just in time to do the bananas too. So that weekend we did bananas, and we also got a bunch of mangoes that sadly I do think they are bad. I'm going to go check them in the refrigerator. So I pray and I fingers crossed that they're not all bad, because I work 4 days out of the week right now, so I only have 1 day during the week off, and unfortunately the weekend is so full of stuff that it's just kind of hard to get everything done in those 2 days. I try to put in as much as I can on my 1 day during the week off, but it just didn't work out just perfectly this time, and so my mangoes are still in the refrigerator, so I think they might be gone, but I'm going to check them anyway. So anyway, without further ado, let me show you guys the clips of the banana bread that I took, and then we'll talk after. Okay, friends, so this is a family recipe of the banana bread that I'm going to be doing, and if you guys are wanting to try this recipe, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If not, you know, you can have any of your favorite banana bread recipes, but I'm going to share some banana facts along the way. They'll be popping up on the screen here shortly. So right now, the recipe that I'm doing, it is It calls for 3/4 cup sugar, 1/3 cup of oil, 2 eggs, 1 cup of mashed ripe bananas, which is about 2 large eggs, 3/4 teaspoon grated lemon rind, which is optional, and I did not add it into that because I did not have it available, 1 1/2 cup flour, 3/4 tablespoons of baking soda, half a teaspoon, or no, not tablespoons of baking soda, I'm sorry, teaspoons of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon of salt, a half a cup chopped nuts. I'm going to throw big, that's optional on there because I did not have nuts and I did not put them in. If you are allergic to nuts, don't worry about throwing them in, of course, but it works just fine without the nuts. And then as per the recipe, it said to go ahead and beat the sugar, oil, and eggs together first, and then stir in your bananas and combine them. And you're supposed to sift your flour with your baking soda and your salt all together, but I did not sift this recipe. The one that we did, this was our second loaf of bread that we had made this day, and our first loaf of banana bread, my daughter did help me sift through the flour, the baking soda, and the salt, but the 2 loaves, I couldn't tell the difference between the loaves once that they were cooked, between which one had the sifted flour and which one did not have the sifted flour. So I don't know exactly what it's supposed to do, but it didn't, to me, make a big difference that I noticed. Then after that, you're supposed to add your bananas and combine the banana mixture to the wet mixture, and then fold in the nuts if you have your nuts, and then pour into a well-greased loaf pan for 350 degrees for 50 to 60 minutes. I have a confectioner oven at home, which is a toaster oven, basically, and we have to cook it at a slightly different temperature and a slightly different time. So I think I did do the 350 degrees, but I think I went beyond that hour mark, maybe about an hour and 5, hour and 10 minutes, as long as your tester comes out clean. So if you're using a knife or a toothpick, just make sure it comes out clean and not, all wet and doughy on the inside, and it's basically done. Then you are supposed to remove it from the pan right away and cool it on a wire rack. We did remove them and cool them on a wire rack right away, and I'll show you in a clip coming up at the end of this little part here, the wire rack that we used. And I have made this before and left them in the pan a little bit, so because I didn't have a wire rack and I didn't want to just throw them on a plate on the counter. So I definitely do suggest having some sort of rack. You can go to the dollar store and get a rack for $1.25, and even if it's just for making breads and stuff, because we're going to make some different breads here this year, and we've had this rack for a while, but yeah, even if you're just using it to cool breads or cool down cupcakes, I recommend getting a wire rack. And like I said, the dollar store has one for $1.25, and sometimes you can even find them at yard sales for like 25 cents. So, yeah. Anyway, so that is basically the recipe, and that's basically what we did. My daughter helped me with the first loaf, and then, like I said in my commentary before this little area, we had it for breakfast, and we usually eat it with cream cheese for breakfast. So I don't know how many people actually do that. I never had done it before I moved in with my husband, and he showed me to do the cream cheese with the banana bread. It just amplifies the breakfast aspect of it a little bit more, and I was able to eat this with coffee on my walk to the bus every morning for work. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the little facts that I've been able to throw up on the screen for you guys. And yeah. Okay, hopefully my computer doesn't tilt over because my dog is currently in the window. Okay, so what do you guys think of the banana bread clips? So that was our second loaf that we had made. The first loaf that we had made, me and my daughter had made earlier during the day. So I had already had her mash me the cup of bananas that I needed for the second recipe, and she didn't want to help me with this recipe, which is totally fine because she ended up helping me with another video that's coming later on. I will be the proudest mama to let you know where she helped me at in that video. But anyway, so we made 2 loaves of banana bread that day, and they went fast, guys. My intention was to, of course, make as many as I could, but I was going to actually freeze some away. So the loaf that I ended up wanting to freeze never got frozen. It just ended up getting eaten. So we had the banana bread basically as breakfast for that whole week, and it was really good because we were going back to school that week, so my daughter was able to eat banana bread before going to school, and my baby was able to eat banana bread as a snack, like in between like her breakfast and her lunch, because she's at that age where I think she's hitting a growth spurt because she's eating everything. She's 2, so she's definitely getting to the growth spurts, if not already within the growth spurts. And then I had banana bread, of course, almost every single day for breakfast that week. Banana bread and coffee. It was good. There's not a ton of sugar in the recipe, as I was letting you guys know in the voiceover. Gosh, I forgot that word for a second. But anyway, as I said in the voiceover, there's not too much sugar, so I didn't feel horrible. I am going to see, it's a family recipe, so I'm going to see and play around with the sugar ratios and everything to see if I can still make it sweet, maybe without using as much sugar, or a different type of, more natural sugar, because the white sugar can be a little bit much because it's processed and everything, but it's the one that we're all used to. So, more on that probably to come as I'm doing this, because if you guys didn't know, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I have recently started a nutrition program. I've started a holistic nutrition program. So I will be sharing with you guys, of course, stuff about that. And it just so happened to be that the week we ended up getting these bananas, we also made bananas a staple of our classwork. So if I had thrown any facts up on the screen, those were facts that I was able to have from class. So I hope you guys enjoyed the format of this video. It's kind of the same type of food cooking video, but with a little bit of extra commentary. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys are excited for more of these type of videos, because I'm going to do the same type of video with the project that I told you my daughter helped me on, coming very soon. Hopefully as soon as I can get a chance to sit down and edit it next, it will be up. But if you guys enjoy these type of videos with a little bit more facts and everything, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys are new here, I would love it if you would subscribe. The majority of my watchers are not subscribed. I still love you all for being here. But if you guys would consider subscribing, it would help out my channel a lot, since I'm very much a micro channel with 53 of you wonderful subscribers out there to help me along with this journey. And I just hope that I'm making videos that you guys are wanting to see. So if there's anything in particular that you guys want to see, let me know in the comments below. And like I said, thank you all for being here, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!